If you're not already utilizing hot and cold for health benefits, you could be missing out massively. We're talking recovery, productivity, and mental health, just to name a few. On the one side, we have heat. On the other side, we have cold. These two things are rising rapidly in popularity, and if you learn how to use them, I'm sure you'll understand why. So what is the hype around saunas, steam rooms, cold plunges, and cold showers? So the main way you'll be getting heat is from saunas. Saunas can use electric heaters or wood burning to heat rocks, which slowly release heat into the room. Saunas are dry with humidity below 10%. They're also very hot, coming between 80 and 100 degrees Celsius. If you're awkward, I mean American, that's between 170 and 210 degrees Fahrenheit. The main benefit from saunas isn't physical, it's mental. Experiencing extreme heat is a stressor on the body. Fighting against this uncomfortability gives your body a massive rush of endorphins. For me, when I leave a sauna, I feel relaxed, in a good mood, and it makes me sleep better as well. Now, this is somewhat specific person to person. Some people hate the sauna. If you get nothing positive out of doing a sauna, then you shouldn't be doing it. However, if it does work for you, it's likely you'll feel less stressed. Reducing stress is almost never a bad thing, especially because it reduces cortisol. Cortisol is responsible for breaking down muscle and sending the body into fight or flight. It basically has the opposite effect of testosterone, and while it's useful for certain things, we generally don't want it elevated. Many countries are cold for around half the year, and so you don't get to be outside experiencing the heat in a pair of shorts. Now, saunas allow you to experience this, and you shouldn't underestimate this. If you go 6 months of the year only being outside in a big coat and only getting to experience heat when you're under the covers, it can be very draining. So saunas are a good way to get you out of the house and experiencing the heat. Onto the physical stuff. Sweating is good for detoxification. We dump all sorts of chemicals, metals, and plastics into the environment. This means that through the food that we eat and even the air that we breathe, we consume toxins into our body. We're still learning the ramifications of this, but it's not good for us. It's believed that sweating can reduce some of these toxins, and therefore by sweating more, we're reducing toxins from the body and becoming healthier. Some of these toxins are fat soluble, which isn't affected by sweating. This means that sweating won't totally remove these harmful byproducts, just something to keep in mind. Recovery from exercise. This is an interesting one. When your body heats up, it sends blood away from the vital organs like the heart and sends them to the extremities like the fingers and the toes. If you think about what happens when you're cold, your hands get cold first, you go into a ball so you reduce your surface area, this makes you lose heat less quickly. When you're too hot, your body does the opposite and your skin is warmed due to vasodilation. Basically, your blood vessels are becoming wider. This makes it easier for blood to get to your muscles, which can help for recovery when nutrients are delivered. Again, the research on this is a bit hit or miss, but if you're someone that enjoys the sauna, it will reduce your cortisol, which indirectly has an effect on muscle building, making it beneficial. Now for steam rooms, which are cooler at around 45 to 50 degrees. They are, however, way more humid at around 100%, which means that the air couldn't be any more wet. If you're thinking, isn't that just a swimming pool? That's describing water in liquid form. Humidity talks about water vapor, the gas form of water in the air. Because the air is saturated with water, it makes it harder to sweat, which means you don't cool down as fast. This makes it feel like you're experiencing the same level of heat as a sauna. However, because it's not as hot, it won't damage your hair or skin. Because the air is moist, it can help clean pores that become clogged up. This is why some people choose to moisturize in a steam room. You can use a sauna or a steam room and enjoy similar benefits, so try them both and see which one you like. One important thing to note is that when you sweat, you lose electrolytes. This can make you feel drowsy, so I'd recommend bringing electrolytes and mixing it into the water you're drinking while you use a sauna. Okay, so that's the heat section done, but there's even more surprising effects when we talk about cold. You've probably seen ice baths and cold showers on Instagram, YouTube. It's become a sign of hustle culture. There's a lot of hype around it, but what's the real science? First, we should talk about recovery. Cold exposure reduces inflammation. Inflammation is your body's way of dealing with stress. If you get sick, your body responds with inflammation to kill the pathogen. If you graze your leg, it will become hot and red and it will scab over. When you work out, you create micro tears in your muscle. The body then responds with inflammation to build it back stronger. So inflammation is often a beneficial thing. We only want to reduce inflammation if it's the only solution, like if you twist your ankle and it becomes big and swollen and painful. If you're competing multiple times in the day or the next day, if it's like the Olympics or a tournament format, you'll probably need ice so your muscles can recover, so you can get rid of any swelling, so you can perform again soon. When we're exercising to build muscle, inflammation is a good thing, it's our friend. Therefore, you don't want to have an ice bath and maybe even a cold shower after the gym. It will make you less sore in the short term, but it will make you not get the results that you want in the long term. The real function of cold therapy is mental health. Experiencing the cold increases baseline dopamine levels quite a lot. This can make you feel happy and motivated for hours after the cold has stopped. This is because you're going from a very uncomfortable state to comfortable once you warm up. It will massively increase your alertness due to norepinephrine being released. So if you take a cold shower early in the day, you'll likely feel very energized. Some people see cold as a challenge for how much pain you can take and how much you can push yourself. If you keep dropping the temperature further and further or staying in there for a longer time, then your body will grow accustomed to it. This can be a mindset change, as it makes doing the hard things seem easier throughout the day. Things like concentrating on your work tasks, making healthy diet choices, and getting reading done. Essentially, cold showers and cold plunges are a way to train your willpower. If you want to try this, make it cold enough where it's uncomfortable and you don't want to be in there, but make it warm enough where you don't want to just jump out as soon as it hits your skin. To make it more comfortable, you can start warm and drop it colder and colder until it's at a good level. Some people go from cold to hot back and forth. You might do 20 minutes in a sauna, 3 minutes in an ice bath, and go back and forth. Now, combining these two things is nothing magic. You just get the benefits of both. If you like them both, you can do them both, but it's not needed. And if you just exercise, the cold might actually be a bad thing. Personally, I hate the cold, and even though I understand the benefits, it's not for me, and it's something I avoid. So let's talk about what we've learned. Saunas and steam rooms are a great way to help you relax, improve your mood, and help you detoxify. Cold exposure can help if you're in pain or need to bounce back quickly. It can also offer a tremendous boost to your mental health and clarity. With this information, you can decide if hot and cold exposure is something that you want to add into your life. On this channel, we talk all things health and wellness. Link below, you'll find my free workout program as well as my other programs. You can hop on a video call with me to talk anything health, fitness, or any topic that interests you. And you can join the email list, which will give you free daily tips to help you improve. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one. Bow.